Black Alpha Network. Power to the people.
Black Alpha Network. I'm Black Alpha 6, and you tuned in to the world's realest podcast right now. And we gonna do what we do best. Keep breaking down that real shit. So lace up and let's give it to them how we want. Cause there's only one way to go. And that's all the way to fuck in. Let's get it.
That's our motto. We want freedom by any means necessary.
Hell, I might be anywhere, but when I leave, you remember I said with the last words on my lips, I am a revolutionary.
Alright, now first things first. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit me up on Twitter. That's Black Alpha Net W1 or Black Alpha 6. Either way, any which way, show some love because we working. Now, before we go any further with this episode, I gotta let it be known. I ain't a Democrat, I ain't a conservative, I ain't a liberal, I ain't a Republican. As a matter of fact, I don't give a fuck about none of them groups. What I am is a truth speaker, a Black Alpha truth speaker. So that means when I see the truth, I speak it. Fuck your feelings, fuck your emotions, just hard facts. That's how I'm wired. All I know is real. When I see something that's real, I let it be known. So if you don't like the truth, or you don't rock with the truth, then you ain't gonna like me. But guess what? I don't give a fuck. As we proceed, let's talk about the 2020 election. Let's talk about Donald Trump. Oh yeah, we going there tonight. Yeah, we going there. We going all the way there. We unpacking all this shit. This is what we do over here on the AlphaCast. We gonna talk about Donald Trump and the 2020 election. Cause it's here now. It's finally here. After all the shit that done went on in the year, after all the shit that done went on for the last 4-5 years, it's finally here. And as we speak, this shit is unfolding. You feel me? And like I told you before, Black Alpha Cast, we the realest. And we gonna call shit as it is. And we gonna let the world know what the truth is. And we gonna separate fact from fiction. Cause that's what we do over here. Not they motherfucking facts. I'm talking about the real facts. You know what I'm saying? Not they truth. I'm talking about the real motherfucking truth. And it takes somebody like us to put it on the line flat. And that's what we're gonna do right here, right motherfucking now. So let's speak on Donald Trump. Let's speak on the president. Let's talk about it. Let's break this shit down. Because Donald Trump is a real polarizing figure in this motherfucking country. He's a real interesting character. And I'm gonna tell you why, and I'm gonna tell you where it all comes from. See, Donald Trump ain't this evil fucking villain from outer space like the Democrats tell us. He's not the one white guy who created racism like the Democrats tell us. And he ain't this great saint like the Republicans say. He ain't this great motherfucker who did so much for black folks like Republicans say. Because remember, I don't give a fuck what either of those groups say. Okay? To me, neither one of the motherfucking groups exist. I don't see them. I see past both of the motherfuckers. I don't take anything they say worth a grain of salt. So fuck the Democrats and fuck the Republicans. They both are sitting here playing some little game. And Donald Trump has always been the motherfucker in the middle. He's the man in the middle of the tug of war amongst liberals and conservatives, amongst Democrats and Republicans, amongst covert and overt white supremacy. That's where Donald Trump comes in. See, Donald Trump is a guy who came around at the right time. See, to understand Trump, you got to understand America. You got to understand American history because he came around in the political field at the perfect motherfucking time. If you don't understand white supremacy, then you'll never understand why Donald Trump is the motherfucking president. Why he's the white supremacist messiah. Why his ass get away with grabbing bitches by the pussy and having all these motherfucking rape cases and lying about this and lying about that. The reason why he gets away with all that shit because he is carrying the mantle of white supremacy in the 21st century. He is the man when it comes to white supremacy. And when you are the white supremacist messiah, you can get away with anything. Literally. He is the heavyweight champion of white supremacy right now. He is the commander in chief, not of the country, but of white supremacy. He is the boss of white supremacy. He is the most high of white supremacy. White folks praise this motherfucker like they praise Jesus. White folks praise this motherfucker like he's God. Why? Because they see white supremacy as God. They see Jesus as white supremacy. This is why they praise this motherfucker the way they do. This is why he gets away with not putting out his tax returns. That's why he gets away with all these crimes that he's committed before and after becoming president. It's all based on white supremacy. He gets away with it because of white supremacy. He can grab pussy because of white supremacy. He can stop and grab more pussy because of white supremacy. He can get on camera and tell you he grabbed pussy because of white supremacy. He can say all of that, do all that, and get away with it. Because when you protected by these crazy ass, savage ass white supremacists, you can do any goddamn thing. These motherfuckers put white supremacy over their own life. They put white supremacy over their own kids. A motherfucker will have a half black kid and still call the kid nigga because of white supremacy. A motherfucker can get health care and say I don't even want it because the black man gave it to me because of white supremacy. A motherfucker can be married and call their spouse nigger because of white supremacy. So don't ever get it twisted. White supremacy is their first love. White supremacy is their pride and joy. White supremacy is their passion. Why? It's because they created it. It's their creation. And just like anybody who creates anything, they love that shit with a passion. So being that we're in a white supremacist country, being that we're in a white supremacist nation, and then a black man showed up in 2008, 2009 and won the presidency, that shit sent a ripple effect across the whole goddamn world. Anywhere where there's white supremacy, Barack Obama's election played a role in shaking that shit to the foundation. I don't give a fuck if you in America. I don't give a fuck if you in Germany. I don't give a fuck if you in the UK. I don't give a fuck if you a white African. I don't care where you are. Wherever white supremacy is, Barack Obama's election affected that shit. Oh, we gonna break it down. Oh, we gonna break it down. We gonna give the motherfucking facts and the motherfucking truth that they've been trying to keep secret for the last 4 years. All that real shit about why Donald Trump is president, all that real shit about why white people really love him and who really votes for this motherfucker, we gonna break it down. They can hide it, but we gonna expose it, cause that's what we do. Oh, we ain't on that hush hush quiet quiet shit. Nah, not over here. On the Black Alpha Network, we raw and uncut. Can't be no other way. If it ain't real, it ain't right. And this shit don't get no righter. Yeah, so the reason Donald Trump got elected is because after Barack Obama, white folks went to a fucking frenzy. Crazy motherfuckers got even more crazy. We already know these motherfuckers is savage as hell. But these motherfuckers took savage to another level. They took crazy to another level. They took psychopathic white supremacist motherfuckers to another level. And this is all after the black man. But what you expect? You ain't gonna have no black man as president for 8 motherfucking years. I don't give a fuck how much of a sucker he was. I don't give a fuck how much of a coon ass nigga he is. To a white motherfucker, all they saw was a nigga in office. A nigga they had to say yes to. A nigga they had to answer to. And they ain't going for that. They ain't going for that. So after 2008, 2009, white folks went into a frenzy. White folks went into a frenzy. White folks got crazy as fuck. I know in your head you're thinking, how can these motherfuckers get even more crazy? Y'all seen it. I seen it. They did. They motherfucking did. See, what they really wanted to do was punish Barack Obama, but they couldn't do that, so they had to go take it out on other black folks. Like the little 12-year-old black kid who cut across the grass every day, they had to go take it out on him. They had to go take it out on that black woman at the store. They had to go find all these soft black targets out here because they couldn't get to Obama. So in essence, Barack Obama's election, it got a lot of black people killed, to be 100. And that's why he a hoe ass nigga for keeping his motherfucking mouth closed. But that's for another episode. But we gonna get on that. Trust me, nigga. We got you. But Donald Trump, on the other hand, he came around right at the perfect fucking time. Ain't nothing special about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is just the right white motherfucker talking that right white supremacy at the right motherfucking moment. And that moment just happened to be after a nigga was president for 8 fucking years. And remember this as well. This is something no one really talks about. And like I said on the Black AlphaCast, we give a lot of hidden truths. We break down things that the plain eye don't even cover. When Barack Obama became president in 2008, 2009, that was also around the same exact time that Latinos hit 50 million in America, okay? And they became the number 2 group behind white folks. So when you take 50 million Latinos that white supremacy don't fuck with, you take a black president that white supremacy damn sure don't want to fuck with, you mix all that shit in the pot, you got psychopathic white motherfuckers. And they went into a goddamn frenzy. We all seen it. You seen it, I seen it, everybody seen it. It ain't that white folks just now started harming black folks. It ain't that white folks just woke up today and got mad. These motherfuckers been crazy since day one. What ended up happening was you seen an increase in shit and you seen a boldness. It's not because of Donald Trump, it's because of Barack Obama. Everybody says, oh, it's because of Donald Trump now. These motherfuckers done got bold and now these white supremacists is coming out from everywhere. Nah. These motherfuckers started doing that shit under Obama. Under Obama is when all this shit started. Donald Trump really is just the second page of the chapter of Barack Obama. It comes first with Barack, and then it came with the aftershocks. It came with the domino effect. That's Donald Trump. Nobody benefited more from the white supremacist aftershock of a nigger president for 8 years than Donald Trump. And it's picture fucking perfect. You got a rich white billionaire silver spoon in his mouth motherfucker who can talk the goddamn circle around the square right after Barack Obama. when white folks were saying we need a new white messiah. We need a new face for white supremacy. Because we've been having this black face on the goddamn stars and stripes for too long. For too goddamn long. We need a white man back. Everybody knew after Barack Obama, white folks was gonna make it their fucking duty that they was gonna put a white man back to reestablish this is a white man's country in their eyes, and they was gonna do anything to prove that goddamn point. If that meant strapping up and shooting a motherfucker, so be it. If that meant hitting a motherfucker with a car, so be it. They hit a white woman with a car. They didn't give a fuck. Cause they said, oh, you off code. You out here with the black folks, whether you doing it on some phony shit or not, it don't matter. I don't like the way it looks. Boom. They was hitting white girls with cars. They was crazy and they wanted fucking results. White supremacy was gonna be reestablished and it went down. If you got in the fucking way, even if you was white, you gonna get killed. That's why when Barack Obama got elected, white militia groups went up like 800%. Go look at that shit right now. If you buy a fucking computer or you got your phone, internet access, Wi-Fi, I don't give a fuck. Type that in and look at the rise of white militias directly after Barack Obama. And that's just the white militia groups. That ain't even talking about the white vigilantes that was out here just shooting people randomly. That ain't even talking about how all these white supremacist groups were infiltrating police departments openly. They was walking around with fucking tattoos on them, telling you they white supremacist gang and putting a goddamn blue shirt over it with a badge. This all the shit that was going on after Barack Obama. And anybody who's alive has been living that shit. Off rip. Off rip. So white folks went into a goddamn frenzy after Barack Obama. If these motherfuckers want to stick the president, if these motherfuckers want to get Barack Obama, what you think they was gonna do to that young 7th grader who's gotta walk home from school every day by herself? What you think they was gonna do for that young black girl who works at a store late at night when ain't nobody around to watch her back? What you think they was gonna do to them? Exactly. Voila, you got all these young black folks who get killed every single goddamn day. All that shit's the domino effect of Barack Obama and the white frenzy that has occurred after. All the names you could think of, Sandra Bland, Tamir Rice, Freddie Gray, Alton Sterling, Eric Gardner, you name it, Jordan Davis, you go down the list. Keita Boyd, we could do this for days. All these names are directly traced back to the election of Barack Obama. And all that shit brought to you, Donald J. Trump. You can't separate none of that shit. Donald Trump won based off white supremacy, and don't let nobody tell you different. I knew before the election in 2016 he would win based on white supremacy. I knew the day after he won based on white supremacy. I knew once all the numbers of all the white demographics he won, which were a hell of a lot of them, that he won based on white supremacy. You don't do what Donald Trump has done unless you got the majority of white support. Everything in this country only moves if white people by the whole support it. Not half white folks, not 20%, not 30%. Anything that goes on, any policy, any belief, any motherfucking thought that goes on in this country has to be approved, stamped, signed, and sealed by the white community. So you don't get Donald Trump unless the white community loves him. The world we living in today is a new era, straight up. And it's been unfolding for the last couple years. It's a new era of white supremacy. It's a new era of white fragility. It's a new era of anti-black racism. And with all that, that means it's a new era of pro-blackness. And you listening to one right fucking now. So everything has been remodeled. White supremacy doesn't go away. White supremacy rebrands itself. And we've all been living in this rebranded world. So when we try to compare our eras to eras of the past in the 60s and 70s, all that shit's cool to an extent. But there's an era where it stops because this is a new day and a new fucking chapter being written. And we ride the motherfucking wave right along with it. So you cannot separate any of the things that we just talked about, from Barack Obama being president, to leading to white fucking frenzy, to leading to Donald J. Trump, to leading to the 2020 election. I said all that shit to lead you to this motherfucking point right here. Donald Trump is going to win the 2020 election. You can bank on that shit. Liberals may not want to admit it. These fake phony motherfucking niggas may not want to admit it, but he got that shit wrapped up. Why does he got it wrapped up? Quite frankly, because Donald Trump is the white messiah and the majority of white people love him. No matter how much they try to hide it, no matter how much they try to deny it, that's a goddamn fact. Let me tell you the big secret. Let me tell you the dark secret that white people have been keeping from your ass for 4 years straight. What's that secret? That secret is that white folks don't just support Donald Trump. No, white folks love Donald Trump. They revere him. White folks worship Donald Trump. The same way they worship white supremacy is the same way they worship Donald Trump, because he is the leader of white supremacy. You don't worship white supremacy. and not worship the leader. It don't work that way. You feel me? He is the commander and supremacist. And white folks love him with a passion. Oh yes, they do. I'm talking about short white folks, tall white folks, domestic white folks, foreign white folks from the east, white folks from the north, white folks from the south, white folks from the west. I don't give a damn what y'all, Catholic, Christian, it don't matter. Mormon, it don't matter. White folks gonna love them some Donald Trump because he represents whiteness. Don't let these folks fool you and run around and have you thinking Donald Trump supporters are a bunch of rednecks. No, the fuck they not. Let me tell you who Donald Trump supporters really are. They'll tell you Donald Trump supporters are a bunch of rednecks in the South and rural areas. Let me tell you who Donald Trump supporters really are. Donald Trump supporters are doctors, lawyers, policemen, military, teachers, firefighters, all of the above. Everything and every job that in this country we say are valued jobs. That we say these people are great, outstanding people. Well, if these motherfuckers are such great, outstanding people, and Donald Trump is such an evil man, then how come all those great, outstanding people voted for Donald Trump? Oh, you don't believe me? Go look at the demographics. See, I've been watching the demographics of the 2016 election since the day after the 2016 election. And what you come to find out is one striking thing, is that Donald Trump swept every major white demographic in this country. Fuck, he won some white demographics and support from outside this goddamn country. You want to put it in simple terms? The motherfucker won the white woman vote and he ran against a white woman. The motherfucker made fun of John McCain, a POW of war, and he won the military veteran vote. He grabbed pussy. He made fun of handicapped people. Never put out his tax returns. His wife got nude pictures on the internet. Now, you think they would have ever went for that with Michelle Obama? Every rule that white people created about the standards of being the president, they allowed Donald Trump to break each and every single one of them. And motherfuckers sat there with their hands in the air like, why? Why can this happen? How does he keep getting away with things? Because he's the white messiah. He's the white savior. That's motherfucking why. And if you ever have that job title, you can do anything on this goddamn planet and white folks gonna back you up. White folks will turn on their mama if they mama go against white supremacy. And that's what happened. Don't let nobody play stupid. Don't let these motherfuckers try to fool you. For the last 4 years, they keep talking about Trump supporters. Trump this, Trump that, Trump supporters. They never tell you who the Trump supporters are. But all you gotta do is go look at the election results. Ride down any street in this country and you're gonna see Trump signs. You're gonna see MAGA hats. I done seen Trump 2020 signs in 2016. They was getting ready. Them motherfuckers was thinking in advance. Matter of fact, I see way more Trump signs and I see way more Trump supporters than I ever see Democrat Joe Biden or any of these motherfuckers. Any of them. You know why? It's because they're trying to hide the fact that Trump don't just have a few supporters. Trump got a fucking army of white people. Army of white folks. And they love his racism. That's why he got elected. White folks didn't give a fuck about Trump's economic plan. He didn't have one. White folks didn't give a fuck about his education plan. Didn't have one. Healthcare plan. Didn't have one. Tell you what they did love. Build that wall. Sending the feds to Chicago. Banning Muslims from coming to the country. Look at his rallies. He said some racist shit and the crowd went crazy. They start hooting and hollering all over the place. They wasn't hooting and hollering about anything of substance. No real policies. The motherfucker ain't have no policies. His policies was some, we gonna do this shit to the blacks, the Mexicans, and the Muslims. And white folks heard that and said, good, I don't give a fuck about anything else. Got my vote. I went down to the polls on election day in 2016, and I seen motherfuckers running through that bitch left and right screaming Trump's name. Screaming it. Now, all the while, the television was telling us that Hillary Clinton was leading in the polls. Remember that? She was up by like 20 points. Come to find out the next day she got her ass whooped by 20 points. So how the fuck can all these posters and these motherfuckers who spend a lifetime supposedly, allegedly, breaking down all these political statistics, how they get it that wrong? How they get it that wrong? How come we all went to bed that night thinking Hillary Clinton was up by a massive lead, woke up the next morning, she got her ass whooped? He beat the brakes off that bitch. How that happened? Oh, because it's the same thing they've been doing since the election. They lied about how many white folks supported him before, and then they lied about how many white folks supported him after. The same way if you watch the television now, they're telling you how Joe Biden is in this massive lead, and he's leading in all these states, and I guarantee you somehow it's gonna flip-flop, and Donald Trump's gonna beat Joe Biden's ass. I bet that, and you come back and tell me how right I was when it happens. Guarantee. Don't believe these polls. They'll always lie about the polls, because the polls will give you an idea, but the results give you the truth. And the truth is, Biden be up in the polls, Hillary be up in the polls. But out here in these streets, your average everyday white person, I'm talking about the white bus driver, the white person behind the counter at the store, the white motherfucker at the bank, the white motherfucker right behind you in the grocery store, they love Donald Trump because they love white supremacy and they love the white supremacist commander-in-chief. He belongs to them and they belong to him. And that is a cold, hard motherfucking fact, no matter what they try to tell you. So you gotta understand, white folks got to tell us that Donald Trump don't have a lot of support. Because their number one thing to get him out of office is to get the minorities to vote for them. So they can't go around and tell you all white folks love Donald Trump. They can't do that. They gotta talk about, man, he only got 5 people who love him. 3 white folks who love him in Louisiana, and he got another 2 in Arkansas. That's it. That's all the Trump supporters are all. Shit. Motherfucker, please. Motherfucker, please. You out your goddamn rabbit ass mind if you believe that. This motherfucker got a whole army of white folks. Remember, it's your average, everyday, common white person that loves Donald Trump. You see, they're in a tough situation because they want to tell you how racist Donald Trump is so you can come vote for them. But it's a double-edged sword because if they say how racist Donald Trump supporters are, and then you find out it ain't all just rednecks, then you're going to naturally say, damn, looks like most white Americans are racist because they voted for him. As long as they got you thinking it's a bunch of hillbillies, you cool. But when you find out he won the white vote by 21%, which is a landslide, when you find out he won the white old, white young, white girl, white boy, white woman, white man, doctor, lawyer, teacher, motherfucking military, non-educated, rural, city, suburbs, Hamptons, trailer park, when you find out he won all that of white folks and you can't just blame rednecks no more, you're gonna start looking at white America. And that's why the asses have been hiding the real Trump supporters for the last 4 years. Hillbillies? Nah. Rednecks? Nah. That's a small percent. Doctors? Yup. Teachers? Yup. And all the above. Donald Trump won the white vote by 21%. That is a motherfucking landslide. And what you come to find out is that since Barack Obama became president, the Democrats have lost the white vote by 20 and 21%. Mitt Romney beat Barack Obama by 20%. Donald Trump beat Hillary Clinton by 21%. The historical margin that the Republicans get the white vote is only 14%. Only 14. Ever since Barack Obama, the motherfucker's been 2 back-to-back 20. How Joe Biden gonna change that? The Democrats rely on a massive minority turnout when they lose by 20%. If you lose the white vote by 21%, it's over, go home. I know this, they know this. Only difference is, I tell you, they won't. They scared. They scared to put this shit on paper. All these white motherfucking liberals know this. And remember, it's been the white liberal who's been hiding who really votes for Donald Trump. Conservatives want you to know it's the doctors and the lawyers and all that shit. And they're telling the truth. It's the liberal who don't want to do it because he wants to protect white supremacy. And anytime a white person is going one-on-one against white supremacy, they want to get justice, but at the same time, they want to protect white America. Take the women in the Me Too movement. The women in the Me Too movement, they could get justice right now if they said, hey, the white man's the one out here doing this. The white man is my oppressor. They don't do that. They just say men in general. Very vague. They want all the black women and Latino women to say, hey, it's the black man, it's the Latino man. They want other women to be specific about the man. Put their color on it. But if you ever notice, white women, they talk very, very abstract. Men, patriarch. They never put their man's color on it. If they did, they get justice tonight. But they gotta protect white supremacy. You can never get justice from white supremacy trying to protect white supremacy. And this is the bind that white folks always get caught in. So the liberals want to remove Donald Trump, and they try to use his racism as an excuse to do it. But they're too scared to tell you who really votes for him because they'll get the goddamn backlash. They'll never tell you that it's white America as a whole that loves Donald Trump. They'll throw the rednecks under the bus. The North been doing that to the South for years. Man, that racism is down there and down South. And then you go up to Detroit and Chicago and New York, New Jersey, and you find out that shit racist as fuck. Baltimore, racist as fuck. So it's that whole North-South thing again, where one white person tries to use another white person as a sacrificial lamb. Oh, we not racist as a whole. It's just him. You dig it? This is what they're trying to do with Donald Trump. Oh, it's just the Trump supporters who are racist. Because they know if they told you the real fact, backlash is coming. And next thing you know, some white motherfucker gonna be in the car, knocking motherfuckers down like bowling pins. Shit, they done it before. Multiple times, and they'll do it again. They would rather protect white supremacy in white America than get their own justice, and that's what the liberals are doing. The liberals could a long time ago ended all this. They said, listen, Donald Trump supporters are not just rednecks. They're a lot of fucking regular white people. He's got a whole army of white people who love him. We need to address that issue and then we can get Donald Trump out of office. They decided, nah, let's just act like it's a bunch of rednecks and we'll leave out the fact that it's the majority of white people and we'll take our chances. These motherfuckers say we'd rather not give black folks an agenda to get them to come vote for us before we'll ever actually just call out white supremacy. They'll never do it. A white person will never ever call out white supremacy, even if it means their own health, their own justice, or their own family. Healthcare from a black man, I don't want it. They'll put their health on the line. My own kid that's half black, fuck him, he's a nigger. They'll put their kids on the line, and calling out white supremacy with Donald Trump supporters, they'll never do it unless they got a fucking excuse. So let's be real. This little image of a Trump supporter, some crazy motherfucker, get that out your head. Just look at his rallies, turn on TV. They got cameras. You see this motherfucker's rallies, you see white folks of all backgrounds there. You see white folks up north and even on the West Coast. That old video where the guy's like, Trump, 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 and he's yelling at Mexicans, that was the fucking surfer from California. That motherfucker wasn't from the South. Matter of fact, you see the Confederate flag flying in places that ain't even the Confederacy. I'm driving through the motherfucking hood in Ohio and I see the Confederate flag on motherfuckers' porches. And this in low-income white areas. This up north. I got motherfuckers telling me they done seen the flag waving in Seattle. What you doing in LA, Stanley? What you doing in LA, Stanley? The fuck you out there for? How the fuck you got a Confederate flag flying next to a fucking Ohio flag? When Ohio was in the goddamn Union. That shit is literally a contradiction. Why? It's because it lets you know the Confederate flag does not mean the South no more. It means whiteness. Just like the MAGA hat does not mean Donald Trump make America great again. It means make America white again. It means white supremacist in chief. It means white messiah, Donald J. Trump. Just like I told you. So be careful, because it's all about white supremacy with Donald Trump. It's all about racism with Donald Trump. And it's all within the whole white community. So this is the Donald Trump election, just like 2016. This is the white supremacist election. This is not about this guy or that guy. This is about the white messiah and doing the overt way, which white folks love, versus Joe Biden trying to do it the covert way. One of them two things is going to play out, and it'll most likely be Donald Trump and overt racism, because that's just the motherfucking stage we in right now. And if it boils down to that, that means Donald Trump literally has beat 2 impeachments. He done beat collusions. He done beat COVID. And they still gonna beat Joe Biden's ass. And you gonna tell me white America ain't racist? Shit. Motherfucker, try again. Hell no. That would be point proven. But that's what we do over here on the Black Alpha channel. We drop them hard facts when these motherfuckers are scared to. Remember everything that I said on here and how I laid it down from what happened 10 years ago? All the way to what's happening right now. The whole chain of events, because that's got us where we are right now. And I'm gonna tell you where we're gonna be in the future. It's gonna be white supremacy. So ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 2020 election is white supremacy. Period. That's what the fuck is gonna happen. And that winner will be the supremacist in chief. Fuck what you heard, fuck what they tell you, fuck what the polls say, fuck what the liberals are trying to hide, fuck white America trying to keep it kosher, fuck them trying to walk the fence. That's what the fuck is gonna happen. So all the motherfuckers making excuses for it, fuck them all. Fact is white people are racist, Donald Trump is racist, and that's why they voted for him. I'm telling you, watch all that shit gonna be funny as hell. White folks gonna be at each other's throat left and right on TV, screaming and fussing and everything. Because it's a battle between 2 white motherfuckers. Let me say this, the only way Joe Biden even wins is if America has made a decision, I'm talking about the heavyweights, is that they gonna go into covert racism. They wanna go back. They done tried the overt shit, they gonna go back. But if they try that shit, with Joe Biden winning and they go back into covert racism, I'm telling you, these white frenzy motherfuckers ain't playing that. They said, we tried that shit and that shit got us a nigga in office. Then you really gonna see some white folks gassing up their goddamn trucks, hitting the pedal, and just rolling over every goddamn body. Running everybody ass over. That shit gonna look like a video game. I'm telling you. That's why Donald Trump said, Proud Boys stand by. What he's really saying is if these white liberals try to take us back to covert racism, be ready, we got something for them. So it's gonna be some white on white crime if they try to do the Joe Biden covert thing again. So either way, Black Society, stay tuned, because that shit don't concern us. That shit just gonna be like entertainment. That's gonna be like watching Netflix. I'm telling you. They're gonna have all types of excuses. And eventually the Democrats are gonna try to blame black folks, because they say, man, the black folk didn't come out to vote, fuck them. Say, worry about getting your own party, motherfucker, because your party's in shambles and that shit is done for. But that ain't our issue. The white on white shit ain't our issue. White men hitting white motherfuckers with cars and running them over, that ain't our issue. The only issue we got is the same one we've always had, being on code and being fucking excellent. Other than that, I ain't really got shit for them. Sorry, it's certified black over here. I salute all the kings, salute all the queens. Keep your mind on your money and your head to the sky. And as long as we're around, these suckers can't exist in our presence. Black Alpha Network, Todd 6. Get at me.
That's our motto. We want freedom by any means necessary.
Hell, I might be anywhere, but when I leave, you remember I said with the last words on my lips, I am a revolutionary.